Let's journey to a place often missed on the grand tour of Europe, a land of intriguing history, resilient people, and landscapes that whisper tales of ancient times. Place your finger at the heart of Europe and you'll find Belarus, a country many overlook, a nation nestled amidst its more prominent neighbors, often overshadowed in travel guides and documentaries, yet one that quietly captivates. It holds a charm that slowly unfolds, revealing itself to those who seek a different kind of European experience. Landlocked and bordered by Russia, sharing a significant portion of its eastern frontier with this vast nation, Belarus has been influenced by its powerful neighbor for centuries. Ukraine to the south, a land with which it shares both history and heartache. Poland, guarding its western approaches, a gateway to the rest of Europe. Lithuania to the north, a Baltic state with shared historical ties. And Latvia, another Baltic nation completing the circle of neighbors that have shaped its destiny. Belarus is a crossroads of cultures, a melting pot where East meets West, where Slavic traditions blend with European influences. Shaped by centuries of mingling and conflict, its identity forged in the crucible of empires and wars, leaving behind a rich tapestry of traditions and customs. Its vast forests, ancient woodlands that stretch as far as the eye can see, provide sanctuary to rare wildlife and offer a glimpse into a primeval Europe. And blue lakes, shimmering jewels scattered across the landscape reflecting the sky and the surrounding forest in their tranquil waters, evoke a wilder, older Europe, a reminder of the continent's untamed past before the rise of sprawling cities and bustling highways. While its cities are strikingly clean and orderly, a testament to the nation's commitment to progress and development, offering a blend of modern architecture and Soviet-era grandeur. The people here are resilient and proud, their faces etched with the stories of generations past, their spirits unbroken by the trials they have endured. Shaped by a long, often difficult history, marked by wars, occupations, and political upheaval, yet they have emerged with a strong sense of national identity, but always welcoming to those who look beyond the surface, extending their hospitality to those who seek to understand their culture and their way of life. Belarus doesn't shout for attention, it doesn't boast or clamor for recognition on the world stage. It invites you to listen, to hear the whispers of the wind through the forests, the gentle lapping of the waves on the lake shores, to walk its ancient woods, to lose yourself in the tranquility of nature, to discover the secrets hidden beneath the canopy, and to share a meal with locals, to taste the flavors of Belarusian cuisine, to experience the warmth of their hospitality firsthand. To understand Belarus, you must look past headlines and politics, to delve deeper than the surface-level narratives that often dominate the news. Its true character is found in simple human moments, in the everyday interactions between people, in the bonds of family and community. This is a land of quiet beauty, a place where the natural world reigns supreme, where the pace of life slows down, and where you can reconnect with yourself and with the environment. And hidden gems, waiting to be discovered by those who are willing to venture off the beaten path and explore the lesser-known corners of Europe, waiting for those willing to venture off the beaten path, to step outside their comfort zone and experience the authentic charm of Belarus. Belarus's story, etched in the very land itself, is a tapestry of shifting borders and identities, a complex narrative woven through centuries of change. It's a land where the echoes of the past resonate in the present, shaping the nation's character and destiny. Shaped relentlessly by empires and conflict, a crossroads where East meets West, and where different powers have clashed for centuries, leaving an indelible mark on the Belarusian people. From early Slavic tribes who first settled these lands, and the powerful Kievan Ruses, a medieval state that laid the foundation for much of Eastern European culture, to the Principality of Polotsk, a significant regional power in its own right, the region forged a distinct identity early on, developing its own unique traditions, language, and cultural heritage. It flourished under the Grand Duchy of Lithuania, a vast and influential state that stretched across much of Eastern Europe, a golden age of tolerance where different religions and cultures coexisted peacefully, fostering a vibrant intellectual and artistic environment. And cultural diversity, leaving a lasting legacy on Belarusian society and its openness to different influences. Later, union with Poland, forming the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth, layered Catholic influences onto Orthodox roots, creating a unique blend of religious traditions and architectural styles, deepening its complexity and adding another layer to the rich tapestry of Belarusian culture. The partitions of the 18th century, a series of events that redrew the map of Europe, brought Belarus under Russian rule, marking a significant shift in its political and cultural landscape, suppressing language and culture as the Russian Empire sought to assimilate the Belarusian people into its own identity. The 20th century was brutal, a period of immense suffering and upheaval. Wars devastated the land, leaving scars that are still visible today, with 1 in 4 Belarusians perishing in Wurtu, a staggering loss that profoundly impacted the nation's demographic and social fabric. Soviet rule rebuilt the country, transforming it into an industrial powerhouse, but independence only came in 1991, after the collapse of the Soviet Union, leaving a legacy of resilience, a testament to the strength and determination of the Belarusian people in the face of adversity, and a deep desire for stability, a yearning for peace and security after centuries of conflict and upheaval. Belarus's past explains its cautious, proud, shaped by the trials and tribulations of history, and peace-seeking spirit today, a nation striving to build a brighter future while honoring its complex and often turbulent past. Belarus's economy is a rare holdout of state control in Europe, with government ownership dominating industry and agriculture. Heavy machinery, like the iconic Minsk tractors and Belaz trucks, are exported worldwide, a legacy of Soviet industrial might. Agriculture remains largely collective, with vast fields and renowned dairy products forming a key part of the national identity. This model has provided stability and avoided the chaos seen elsewhere after the Soviet collapse. Yet, it's criticized for inefficiency and heavy reliance on Russian subsidies. The challenge is to modernize without losing the social safety net that many Belarusians value. The government carefully balances tradition and innovation, seeking gradual change. Belarus's economic journey is a delicate act, preserving stability while nudging toward the future. The Belarusian ruble, the official currency of Belarus, is more than just a means of exchange. It's a symbol of the nation's economic journey, reflecting its history, its challenges, and its aspirations. The ruble's value reflects the country's economic ups and downs, a barometer of its financial health. Exchange rates fluctuate, influenced by global markets, regional partnerships, and domestic policies. These fluctuations can have a ripple effect, impacting businesses, investments, and the everyday lives of citizens. Belarus has seen multiple redenominations to combat inflation and simplify daily life, a testament to the ongoing efforts to stabilize the economy and manage its currency effectively. These changes, while necessary, also serve as reminders of past economic instability and the importance of sound financial management. Russia is Belarus's main trading partner, a relationship that has deep historical and economic roots. This partnership is crucial for Belarus's economic stability, providing access to vital resources and markets. Russia is providing cheap energy and a market for exports, which are essential for Belarus's industrial sector and overall economic growth. These exports range from machinery and agricultural products to textiles and chemicals, contributing significantly to the nation's GDP. But this dependence is a double-edged sword, creating vulnerabilities to Russian economic policies and geopolitical shifts. Over-reliance on a single partner can limit Belarus's economic independence and make it susceptible to external pressures. Recognizing these risks, the government seeks new partners, China, the EU, and beyond, exploring opportunities for trade, investment, and collaboration with a diverse range of countries and regions. This diversification strategy aims to build a more resilient and balanced economy. The goal is to diversify and reduce vulnerability, fostering a more stable and sustainable economic future for Belarus. By expanding its network of international partners, Belarus hopes to mitigate risks and unlock new avenues for growth. For ordinary Belarusians, inflation and currency shifts are a constant concern, impacting their purchasing power and financial security. These economic factors influence their spending habits, saving strategies, and overall quality of life. These shifts are affecting everything from the price of bread, a staple food, to the cost of electronics, a symbol of modern living. The fluctuating value of the ruble directly influences the affordability of essential goods and consumer products. Price controls on essentials help shield families, providing a safety net against extreme price volatility and ensuring access to basic necessities. However, these controls can also have unintended consequences, such as shortages or reduced quality, but economic uncertainty shapes daily decisions, forcing families to prioritize needs, cut back on discretionary spending, and carefully manage their resources. Prudent financial planning becomes essential for navigating the challenges of a fluctuating economy. The cost of living is relatively low, but so are wages, creating a delicate balance for many households. While affordable housing and basic services are available, income levels often lag behind the rising costs of goods and services. This makes careful budgeting a way of life, a necessity for making ends meet and ensuring financial stability. Families must be resourceful and strategic in managing their finances to cope with the economic realities they face. Trade and currency are not just macroeconomic issues. They're not abstract concepts confined to financial institutions and government offices. They're felt in every household, influencing the choices families make and the opportunities they pursue. The economic landscape shapes their daily lives in profound ways. In Belarus, the price of a loaf of bread, a simple yet essential item, is a window into the nation's economic reality, reflecting the complex interplay of trade, currency, and the daily lives of its people. It's a tangible indicator of the economic forces shaping the nation's future. Belarus's labor market is a blend of tradition and innovation, straddling two worlds.
Foreign workers are rare. The job market is almost entirely local, and young people often choose between state security and private sector dynamism.
The IT sector is a bright spot, with Minsk's high-tech park earning the country a reputation as Eastern Europe's Silicon Valley. Tech jobs offer higher pay and a modern work culture, attracting ambitious youth. Still, the best wages are often found in heavy industry and mining, reflecting the country's roots.
Work in Belarus mirrors its state-led economy. Most people are employed in government-run industries or collective farms, valuing stability over risk. Salaries are modest, but essentials are affordable, and job security is prized. Belarus is defined by its wild nature. Ancient forests, marshes, and lakes cover much of the land. Belovezhskaya Pushcha, a UNESCO site, is home to the European bison, a symbol of the country's conservation success. Wolves, lynx, and rare birds thrive here, making it a haven for wildlife lovers. But the land also bears the scars of Chernobyl. Over a fifth of Belarus was contaminated by the 1986 disaster. Entire villages were abandoned, and the exclusion zone became a strange sanctuary for wildlife in the absence of people. The disaster's impact lingers in health, environment, and memory, shaping national consciousness. Belarus's nature is both a source of pride and a reminder of vulnerability. Here, resilience is measured not just in people but in the land itself. Each city reveals a different facet of Belarusian culture, resilient, creative, and quietly proud. Urban Belarus is a blend of Soviet legacy and local charm, inviting exploration.
Beyond Minsk, cities like Brest, Grodno, and Vitebsk each offer unique stories. Brest's fortress is a moving wood-to memorial. Its city center feels relaxed and European. Grodno, spared wartime destruction, charms with its mix of cathedrals and hilly streets. Vitebsk celebrates Mark Chagall and hosts vibrant arts festivals.
Minsk, Belarus's capital, rose from wartime ruins as a model Soviet city, grand, orderly, and strikingly clean. Its wide avenues and monumental buildings contrast with quiet parks, restored old quarters, and a growing modern energy. Daily life in Belarus is marked by order, predictability, and a strong sense of community. Family ties run deep, with generations supporting each other and weekends spent in parks or at countryside dachas. Most people live in Soviet-era apartment blocks, but new developments are rising, especially in Minsk. Private houses outside cities are becoming popular as escapes to nature. Belarus is exceptionally safe. Low crime and clean streets are a point of national pride. Stability is valued, with a centralized government and a society that prizes order over political pluralism. For many, especially the older generation, this stability is worth the trade-off. The social contract here is built on security, community, and a quiet sense of belonging. Belarus gently dismantles preconceptions, leaving visitors with fond memories and a sense of discovery. In the heart of Europe, Belarus is a hidden gem, quiet, beautiful, and waiting to be explored.
Travelers are often surprised by the kindness of strangers and the beauty of the forests.
Belarusian cuisine is hearty. Draniki potato pancakes, pork stews, and beetroot soups are must-tries.
Rural stays let visitors taste home-cooked food and experience traditional life.
The tourist trail is still new. UNESCO-listed castles, wild national parks, and agritourism offer authentic experiences.
Belarus rewards the curious traveler with safety, warmth, and unexpected delights. English isn't widely spoken, but locals are eager to help. Hospitality runs deep beneath a reserved surface.